다음도 군노 검시켜라. 나 군노 신비행 찬주쌤 최년야데. 아니 지부 돈다 많이 봐. 아니 심지 탐제를 편바시 도야시 되니 최대인기 심지. 군노 신비행 찬주쌤 심바시. 제 계정 모르겠어.
So let's kickstart with the right motivation of bodhicitta to listen to this discourse tonight, ultimately for the good of all sentient beings. So as always, whatever we do, we should be motivated by altruism or bodhicitta. Thank you.
다 바바 검라 그러는데 린 네 추지. 아 살람 그 추지 투유 총한데 메지디나 나타 그거 비하고 인테 근데 가와 검라 야고데 야고 임바 시바시나네 가와스물 가와 용구라 거 야고로 왔다 텐데 잠불린 베데 두고두고 차도 되네 뭐지 근데 추니 이제 대학에 그거 요 말에 근데 추지다 파시네 칼라마라가 돼야 되는 거 같아 사람 몽골라 지금 말한서네 예 그거 빈대자와 되는 베미시 야고레 다 야고 임바디 임바시나 아니 가고 뭐 용거라
So now please rejoice over your good fortune, how when the world is going through very difficult, tumultuous situation, there's a lot of conflict, and let alone that there are a lot of people who even don't have enough food to eat. So at such a difficult time, how is it that one has this opportunity to get teachings on grounds and paths? It is one of the most, it is a very rare chance, and therefore enjoy it and feel joyous.
What is it? Continue. 뭐야? 다 당zo 기진 통바 니 따왕가다 까맹아 주디로라 다디 이제 또 통방게 배나 통람다 직된len 대벨람로 봐 제단다 직된len 대벨게 아니 방자 봉단데 사변다 제발로 라르미 집에 최진스 양결 깨면요 사변다 제발 방샤고 요인자 근데 되게 방야게 통방 아니 통방들라 디즈니 샤오로 뉴립당 시립스로 뉴립스야데 통방 임바 칸실라네 또 타워터벌라 받주지 되거들라 뉴립체 아니 시립스야데 아니 저 탐제 켐바 산제 터벌라 받주지 되거들라 시립체 제상 통랑이 방제들라 아 디즈니 용도와 통방당 뉴립당 시립스로
So now, revisiting our topic, part of seeing, actually is called Tongbang, doing a neat economical translation. Seeing elimination is called seeing elimination. So part of seeing, by the way, as everyone knows, is Jigdinle Debelam, is a transmundane or transcendent or transmundane path. And the task of a transmundane path, such as part of seeing, is to eradicate mental afflictions along with their seeds, such that with the seeds are eliminated, these mental the seeing eliminations, meaning mental afflictions, will not return, so they are eradicated irreversibly. So as for Tongbang, as for seeing eliminations, there are two kinds, as people know. Nyundip means afflictive obscuration, afflictive obscuration which mainly impede attaining nirvana or liberation, and seeing elimination, that's the first seeing elimination, mental afflictions to be eradicated on the part of seeing, and they are called seeing elimination of the first kind, first category. The second category of seeing elimination is afflictions, obstructions to omniscience. Shidip means knowledge affliction, knowledge obscuration.
당조 통방 디진이 통방 윤리 자단 중리 단 윤리 자단 중리의 장대식 되긴다로
So let's account for seeing elimination, the seeing elimination of the Mayan part of seeing, and there are 112 of them. I like to account for them.
나도몽은
long.
디진도 하고 그래 덴바시로 덴바시 상물로 하고 그러라 덴바시 하고 그러다 상물로
So the elimination starts with talking about the four truths, and everybody knows what the four truths are.
다드네 컴숨 싱그러다 당고 디제디 싱그러 덴바시 컴숨 디 싱그러 아스타 상물로 그러
As well as people are also quite knowledgeable about what is called the three realms or realms. So four truths and three realms. These are key kind of superordinates.
미과 덴바시 제로와 네디
So,
컴숨 제로와
so in accounting for seeing eliminations, or 112 seeing eliminations. They what is focus? What is the mikpa means the observed object of the part of seeing. There are four truths, and four truths where? Four truths prevailing where? In the three realms. Four truths are observed. Four truths of the three realms are observed.
다 강이 이시 유모들라 딱 기생 따옹하다 담에 주 담에 같이 유모 주시 기생한서 도인 바스라.
So now Geshe means the basis of division. The basis of division are 10 afflictions, 5 cognitive mental afflictions, and 5 non-view or affective mental afflictions. Dawa dan taminga. Dawa nga taminga lang.
다 당보 되발라라. 그래서 되발라 십지 탐바야래라. 십지 탐바 칸데야래라나. 다 되발라는 안란저로 와다. 안란저 유라 아니 통반 녀모 십지요. 십지 탐바로 십지 칸데야래라나. 그래서
한번
덴바시로
십주.
와. 덴바시로 로바쇼고게 아니 시실이야 따옹하다 따명아 레레레 제도 십지 탐바도 왔다. 동해 덴발라 미베 따옹아 따명아 꾸주 덴발라 미베 따옹아 따명아 고덴라 미베 따옹아 따명아 남델라 미베 따옹아 따명아 제도니 다 십지 탐바도 와 덴바실라 미네 아니 뇨모 제운데 뇨모 십지 탐바 차로도 되발라라.
So out of these 112, now there are 40 of afflictions are of the desire realm. 40 of them are of the desire realm or in the desire realm with respect, with respect to, there are 40 of them. How 40? There are 40 because there are four truths, remember? There are four truths, and there are four truths, and there are 10. There are 10 afflictions, cognitive and afflictive, with regard to four truths. Therefore, 40 mental afflictions. That means mental afflictions arise in relation to four noble truths by way of distorted cognition of the four noble truths. By way of distorted cognition of four noble truths. So in other words, there are 40 afflictions due to distortions of the four noble truths.
다 당보데 빼샤나로 빼데. 동해 덴발미베 아니 주디 직샤위나 아니 신다디에 세부 차로라.
So let me give an example using the 10 afflictions pertaining to true suffering, and others will then become easily apparent.
다 페나 동해 덴 가란주 류디 동해 덴 바르바 가란주 류디 동해 덴 바르바.
So true suffering, where is true suffering? This body is true suffering, isn't it?
당가란주 류디라 미네 나 페나 타멘가 데기드 되자 지그레 먼저 류르미베 되자 지그라 가란주 류르베 차제로 먼저 류르 차네. 아니 다 강에 속어 여러 가란주 강에 상마데 류르 차네 연데게 요래. 데네 류르미네 콘로 제용고래. 류르미네 가제 지게 요래. 류르딘 미네 아니 마리베 제고래. 다 류들 민네 가라데 류들 민네 텐좀 지기요래 제가 다왕의 차상 류를 민그 다왕가 지는데 제 유명한
Taminga.
다다도
Mm.
담행가도 담행가도
So, the 10 afflictions, 5 cognitive and 5 affective afflictions vis-a-vis true suffering, i.e., one's body. And so let me say, in relation to body, 5 affective afflictions arise. So in relation to body, we become attached. In relation to body, we develop all different levels of control, means anger, hatred, and or disdain, hatred, anger. In relation to body, what we develop pride, thinking that one is somebody, as it were. And in relation to body, we develop ignorance. There's no doubt about that. And in relation to body, we develop deluded doubt. No?
다 다왕의 제를 류르미베 직다 지르와 와디다 지임벌 나다 게 류스르와 게 류스 미운데 다 류르미운데 류크랑 아인 삼삼다 자용 말랑 게 류사데 베징 아이버즈 베직다 지용으로 아니 딜 다와 촌지니 요르 타다니 요르 와 딜미니 체다 록다 용거라 아니 수름도 촌지 요르 좋아 제가 다와 류르 미베 다와가 디제다 근데 다 직다 제 사용데 니 신다디 제디 디잡로 제용거라
So then 5 cognitive or 5 view mental afflictions vis-a-vis true suffering, i.e. body, body develop as follows. In relation to body, we develop the first of the view and first of the cognitive affliction called the view of transitory recollection, and that although we don't think body is the I, but you say my body, so the transitory recollection of being mine or mind arises, and from there Tharta means extreme view. In relation, subsequent to that, in relation to body, we develop extreme view. Subsequent to that, we also develop Lokta. Lokta, we had, Lokta means a wrong view, or this translator used the word distorted view, but other translators use the word Lokta, wrong view. In relation to, subsequent to developing the view of a transitory recollection with vis-a-vis body true suffering, we develop Sutum Dushu Chonzen, and that is the view that one's ethics and conduct are superior. Jigda Tarda Lokta Sutum Dushu Chonzen.
다와 총지
Sorry. And in relation or subsequent to developing the view of a transitory recollection vis-a-vis true suffering, i.e. body, we also develop our view with regard to things is superior. So there are 5 cognitive afflictions arising in relation to true suffering, i.e. body.
다 군중 템벌라 미나 베나 단당가란제 베나 군중라 레지 군중다 녀몽 군중이 여러 이내 가서 단대줄라 단단 간저 레라 여다 레디 인원신 유 하고 열어 아니 녀모 군주 된바데 나 간저 간저 되자라 미기 되자 제 열어 되자라 미기 콘도 제 열어 되자라 되네야 차단 제 열어 어두스레다 믹바데 저 잡르나 नो दुस तावंगा तामेंगा जेदांदि देबाला दुस जेदांदि दा मारिंदा दांलो यारे एसरवा मिगबा de ngwe sungna ani जेदांदि दुसा ngaranzi je yongorda tigunero
So then now the second the second 10 afflictions pertaining to pertaining to four truths, which is true origin of suffering, is as follows. As far as true suffering is concerned, there are two kinds, karma and afflictions. And karma is quite complicated, but we can have 5 non-cognitive afflictions regarding mental afflictions. So desire of desire, and then anger of desire, and so for using desire as an example. So desire of desire, anger of desire, and pride pertaining to desire, ignorance pertaining to desire, and deluded doubt pertaining to desire. So 5 non-cognitive mental afflictions regarding origin of suffering, namely desire or attachment. Let's say attachment, sorry. No.
oda tina shi ta lamden lam debe sedu lamden migwa nga ju ani ko den migwe ju dus chen ta shibji tamba debala ju chiwe shibji da cha ru da thomar
So then, in the same way, the next 10 are pertain to true, let's, according to the order received just now, 10 seeing afflictions pertaining to true path, and then 10 seeing afflictions, meaning afflictions pertaining to true cessation. So in this way, there are 40 afflictions, but the 40 afflictions to be eradicated or eliminated on seeing, that is part of seeing, of desire loss.
다드네 강공마 숙당 숙메니라 베나 숙라 콘로야마 다당이 따와가디 여러 따미 나나네 콘로야마 콘로파 빈다 구르와 구제드 구시 숨지서 루르와다 루와 구시 숨지서 루라.
So now let's talk about afflictions, of seeing afflictions within the next realm, which is form realm. In the form realm, there is no anger. There is no affliction of anger in the form realm. So that means in the form realm, there are there are 4 afflictions, 4 affective afflictions, but 5 cognitive afflictions. So there are 9. So 9 times 4. There are 9 afflictions pertaining to suffering of the form realm, to origin of form realm, to part of form realm, or to part in the form realm, and to cessation. So there are 36. Lost.
다디나시 숭미래 숨지서룩제로.
And what is true of form RAM? That is, there are 36 of afflictions vis-a-vis four truths. In the form RAM, there are also 36 in the formless RAM. Lost.
숨지서룩이 눈이 알아.
So there are 72 afflictions vis-a-vis four truths. Four truths. Okay, there are 72 afflictions arising from distortion of four truths within the form and formless realm. Long.
디간라 데베 슈지탐바 잡다 자든 유주를 죄송하라.
So if we add 40,
갸중이.
if we add 40 afflictions due to distortion of four truths of the desire realm, then we get 112 afflictions. Quite neat.
아키지 이 야메메 독자 사이엔 바 템바데 직차시 담도 모르 차이다.
I'm Geshe says Geshe has what is called foggy. You know, if you suffer from COVID-19, what do you call it? Foggy? What's that term?
야마게 엘러지.
I had a sinus. I took some medication. Now it has affected my thinking, and my mind is. I cannot. I'm not able to have a clear generation of information.
아직 저는
I hope it is not the dissolution of my elements getting ready for next rebirth. You never know. You never know what's happening anywhere.
Yeah.
Lost Geshe.
다 녀저런들 티오스티우라 다 무슨 만자 하고라. 콩콩말라 콘돔에 김제 가래라.
So I want to ask you a question, and that is, why is that in the upper two realms there is no anger out of 5 afflictive afflictive obscurations? There's no anger. Why?
김제 가래 계쇼. 야.
No, please dish me your reason. And I said, my mind is foggy. Now I want to check your mind.
And mixere ko ende 진짜 이제 라이어다 문 믹세레 진짜 전세 상황에 하고 그래.
Moon is immune from answering. Okay, others
others 군인이 디 거여 말이신다 거여를 지나서.
There are 2 people who have not heard me before, but other people you have heard me talk about this before.
제쇼 좀 제쇼.
Okay, the translator will try, Geshe.
Yeah. In the.
There's no anger in the form realm and formless realm because of a shamatha.
내신내 예산에서 그래.
Larever.
캬와타.
Does it prevail? Shamatha. Does it prevail? Necessarily. Okay, then.
Yeah, you.
Because there's no truth of body with regard to like there's no truth of suffering with regard to the body. Yeah, there's no truth of suffering, like suffering of pain. Like there's no pain of body in this in the form round and the formless round.
And so the sumula ani chik supu sug tungi yomare sarwa sug nasa. Jason ani kondu yomare sundu.
Sug nasa yo. Da sumil da sug nasa yo marwa. Sug nasa yore. Sug la dunge mo de gyurwe dunge yore. Gyurwe dunge da chawa dije dunge ni yore.
Yeah, form ram doesn't have suffering of suffering, but as form ram does have the other two suffering. Of course, in the formless realm, there's no form, therefore no pain of the form.
Adi tat kimzen ti tat tu mal da danda Losang Dawa ge ni shine yu zang re la ro da shine yu na ni na ani deja me gor shine yu ro wa swa.
So Losang's I like to challenge Losang's answer. The translator said there's no anchor in the form and formless realm because of shamatha. In that case, it also follows that due to shamatha there will be no attachment.
Because they have come abiding,
no, because there's come abiding, so it doesn't work. So then there will be no privation. My kebe kimzirwa.
The shine you know, deve deja you know join mares. Ta kondule tu mares jena. Ta de gimzin share or shine you know no di share ta khare chewa khande shine.
So you need to account for your answer by saying if you have shamatha in the form and formless realm, there's no anger, but there is attachment. Why? Why is that so? And the translator doesn't know.
Well, I have an answer for that. There'll be an attachment because you're attached to the next level. You're attached to progressing. You have desire. Let's say you have desire to progress to the next preparation or the next level of concentration. So there is desire there.
Any kishila any deba kamla kasare so the sumula kongdu yamari ne chiga that dosha yare seba dosha be kimse kasene chiga ta korang sa sugum chashena kongma rawa sukam gi ne omala rakpate anji kongma kasore tawa shiwatene ane chig shiragi dosha yare sungdo. The Gongmei Shiwa Chakba Yore Sundo, the Tom de Yore Sundo.
In the Kong Hongmegi Shindag Yunde Tong de la Tado Ji, Kondo Sagra, Mali Tom and the Shindal Toshata.
In that case, it is also, wouldn't it be possible for someone in the form realm, somewhere or someone in a lower realm, lower abode of the form realm, thinking to themselves, why is it that other beings in the form realm have achieved this state, but not me? And therefore, might it not lead to anger? So let me also put rest to your pain. So now there's no pain in the formless realm because there is no cause of anger. That's a simple answer.
다 알아 너바 제 신소 미신다지 다나 너바 제 신바래 마음바 너바 제기도 숨체 다랑이 니 가보니 몰라 너바 제 신바래 너바 제 신바래 너바 제 주바래 숨체 툭체 다랑이 달아야 미신다 펜도는 콘도 서기도 알아 수수 마가스들 미지 펜토 신바다 펜토 신바다 펜토 주어잖아 아니 다디 조디 다 콘도 스타일 주조지 어디 디게 디샤가 요즘 군에 나서면 뭐 구매에 첼스다 좀전에 배전하려고 거라.
So in the Pecha means monastic text. They say there's no anger in the form and formless realm because 군에 나서면 and 지게 구매배칠 최 구매배칠 because there are nine reasons that trigger anger. There are no 9 reasons that lead to trigger that trigger anger. What are the nine reasons? We saw that before, and normally when people develop anger, the reasons for anger are my enemy has harmed me in the past, is harming me now, and will harm me in the future. Now, the same enemy, or anyway, your enemy is harming your loved ones. Has harmed the loved ones, is harming the loved ones, will harm, is going to harm the loved ones. And the next 3 are the enemy is being very kind, helpful to my enemy, and has been helpful to my enemy, is helpful to my enemy, and will be helpful. I'm sure the enemy is being will be or is going to be helpful to my enemy, and therefore these are the 9 reasons, and they are not. May I ask, why are these not present in the maybe
준제 딘스랑에 독상단데와 다랑게 랑라 다 너바제 심바다 제와 슈바사드 메균제데 콘줄라 동에 제민도와 동에 제민도와 찍드레 와 랑라야다 미신기 너바제니 동에지 예배가라 동에 터바지 깨야게민도 건들 동에 민도와 된다디 강공말 아니 드네 니엔라 세야데 네 강공말라 빈자든데 해요 말 니에요 말다 니에스케요 상말로 띵인지 그 제용고 요인자 니에세로 같은데 그 단위에 거랑 요만다 상말로 근데 니엔게 단위면은 다에 단위에요 말다 제가 이중계 가고 싶죠 그래서 먼저 동에 매베이자 이중계 가고 싶어요 다데 예상로 어딘데 인스레 튕겨 따라
So my take on this question, why are these 9 reasons for an ill feeling, for an enmity absent in the upper 2 realms? Okay, I like to say like this way. The first 3 reasons pertaining to self. Self has harmed me in the past, is now harming, will harm me, because in the form and the formless realm there is no suffering of suffering, no actual physical and mental pain in the form and formless realm. And now the second 3 reasons are not present in the form and formless realm, because beings in the formless and formless realm have no intimate relations, my loved ones, so on. they have no relations. They are all born there through concentration. They live on concentration, so there's no need to have kind of kinship with others. And because of that, there is also no enmity, because everybody is absorbed in concentration. When there's no kinship with some group of people, then it is obvious there is also no enmity with other groups of people. That's why in the form and formless realm, due to lack of excruciating, painful suffering that beings in the desire realm experience, beings in the formless, in the form and the formless realm, see no particular reason for renunciation, for needing to achieve nirvana. No, lost.
어디 있다. 나디 세워 차서.
So I hope I have made things clear.
아야, 나디 먼저 기승디게디 뒤고치 동반 자다. 동반 뉴
Yada
동반
Juni.
자다 중니디 뒤고치. 다시디 자다 제르도. 동반 시디 자다 제.
So now that 112 are seeing elimination in terms of afflictive obscuration. Now there are 108 seeing eliminations vis-a-vis knowledge obscuration. In other words, obstructions or obstructions that prevent omniscience. 108.
아야, 다디 디리. 시디 동반들이야. 네. 알레. 시디 동반들도 시디 당연히 니지 동반. 동반 시디 자다 제르도. 동반 기회 시디 자다 제유데. 되지왜 되베스디 숨지서도. 수수미스미스도 요레스타. 되베세도지. 되베세도지 숨지서도. 수구세도 숨지서도. 수미세도 숨지서도. 숨지서도 숨게 조선잡제 자다 제로. 삼성 그
So,
조선잡제. 다디 로가르다. 세데 뎀바실이 되어야만.
So now there are 108 seeing eliminations. In other words, things to eliminate or overcome, eradicate on the part of seeing, which are knowledge obscuration or knowledge obstruction, rather. Dip means knowledge obstruction. So there are 36 in each of the three realms. There are 36 knowledge obscuration or knowledge obstructions of the desire realm, 36 of the form realm, 36 of the formless realm. So all up there are 108.
다데 디리 동반 시디 아니 시디 독바 숭도 구스로 다 독바 숭도 스데 주바 숭도 구 베나 독바 숭도 구 주바 숭도 구 슬라민데 독바 스타디 밍라 카고르 차르미시 베나 유일의 미그베 아니 도보 구 should dillarwa chungu ding chenpo cherwa ta zimba dinzi jorwa dinzi lenje jorwa
Long.
dinzi lenje ta yu dan yu jin ni cherwa ta mo yu che yu jin che pena yu la mi gu dus la phina ko de ta do wala de de cha sang yu larwa yu la mi be ni demba zime dinzi jorwa yu la mi be demba zime dinzi lenje lenje de kunda ma yin ba che lenje de mar kunda ro kunda dinzi ro ta dinzi dinzi kunda de la dinzi re sa de la ya ane chungu ding chenpo che sum che ro 다 중국들라 숨 딩들라 숨 전부들라 숨라 구차로다 구르와 다드네
So lang ta
방에
kan pila long the direction ki la
you di 레르 균나 양무라 그래
loss.
야야
So the 108 knowledge obscurations have to do with denzin, okay, artificially acquired obstructions, okay, sorry, artificially acquired conception or grasping at true existence. And so there are 9 of them, which there are 9 such there are 9 such levels of there are 9 such types, okay, of grasping at true existence, which focus on, which directs its attention to object, not to subject. Okay, so there are 9. What are the 9? They are first we have to put them into 3 categories: big, middling, and small.
전부 딩 중국
Long. So big, middle, and small grasping, and big, middle, and small. And deal real sum yorwa.
다 전부들라 전부 딩 중국 딩라 딩기 전부 딩기 중국 중국라 중국 전부 중국 딩 중국 요라
So now each of these 3 grasping at true existence of object, or true existence of object, big, middle, and small. Each of them has further 3 categories as follows. Okay, the big of the big, middle of the big, small of the big. And then the next is now the middle. The middle also has, big of the middle grasping, middle of the middle grasping, small grasping of the middle, and then we come to the small, the main, the third main, and they are as follows: the great or the big, great or the big of the small, middle of the small, and small of the small conceptions of true existence of object. So these are all conceptions of true existence, which are mainly put in 3 categories. Okay, big, middle, small, and each of these small subordinates is now divided into 3, as mentioned before.
다드네 죽버송도 라디 죽버스 유 디르바 유진 바 유진 셰바라 미베 셰바 데모드베즈 딘지 요르와 셰바라 미니 셰바 데모드베즈 딘지 군다 딜라 다시 딜라 아니 야 중우딩 침보세 아니 중우 델레 코르스 데제 중우 데제레라 숨숨숨 제베 아니 구르투스레스타
So then the next then what we have just covered are 9 grasping of true existence of objects, objects. Now the second category is nine artificially acquired true existence of subject, mind, not objects. So shepherd tempers zimba. When no shepherd tempers tenzin go, there are 9 grasping at true existence of shepa awareness or consciousness or mind. So they are broadly big, middle, and small. And then each of these, like the big of the big, middle of the big, and small of the big, graspings of true existence of consciousness. Then we move to the second, the middle grasping of true existence of subject. They are big of the middle of the middle, and small of the middle graspings of true existence, to te of subjects, or consciousness or mind. And the third is small grasping of true existence of subject. So big of the small, middle of the small, and the small of the small graspings of te, true existence of subjects. So 9. Long good to sketchila.
다드네 젠지도 보고 쓰고도 젠지 쓰고도 다디 인데스리 제유 셔버 제유 쓰고 가서 이기 남시 단단가서 디 우먼한 유엘로 시고라 두고 이기 남시디 제유인 가산 제유 신시라 다디 제유인베 인라 가산 거란 가산들 니샤고 가서 가산들 가산 제유다 기부다유스 가산 제유스 베나 가산이샤고 다 우먼한 유엘와 가산 제유스디 두고 이기 남시디 네 가산 제유레스 제유인베 금생 가래 라비나 근데 이기 남시디 심라 로유디 차르발라 최신 로유디 차와 되고요 말이다. 자 제육 되는 값이 제육이
Long.
제육 되는 가래 라비나 저런데 최디 로유 추 간대지 로유를 차네 최신 로유디 맞아와 로유 최디 로유 차 최신 로유 되고 문도나 아니 가 된대게 최디다 제유 차로 당분간도 당부 제유다 다유 되는 신고라 당부 제유세 신고라 제유세 가래나 베나 두웨이기 남시디 먼저 로이드 차이운데 최신 로이드 차와라 또고요 말에 제가 두웨이기 남시디 네 제유레스 다들라고요 레스는 들어
So the next the next 9 pertain to Zenjin Tokpa. True, conception of true existence, grasping at substantiality, or substantial existence, or substantiality, or substantial autonomy. So here, because as we have been advised many times, parts and grounds is explained within the framework of autonomous mathematical school, not the highest one, the second highest one. So according to the second highest mathematical school, person, there are 2 kinds of person. There is a substantially existent, an autonomous, substantially existent person. And what is that person? That person is mental consciousness, okay, the mental consciousness, the sixth of six consciousnesses. And they say mental consciousness is the person. And that person exists substantially on its own without needing another reference for its identification. For example, they say for us to imagine mental consciousness, we don't need another item, another reference via which mental consciousness is identified. Mental consciousness on its own can stand its ground so that it's easily identified. Therefore, it exists substantially on its own. So the person, okay, long.
그래서
배워버렸어.
오예 답변은 담다 전지 똑발라지도 될 발음 숨도 그래 전지 똑배 전지름이 제유지메 짐버들름이 그 롱제제 덴버도
겐지 똑배라 말.
전지 똑배 전지름이네 데 롱제자 어 덴버도 받다 롱제제 덴버도 지인 거다 그 롱제제 덴버도 아지인 거다
롱제제
롱다 롱커스나 데 전지 똑과 되게 전지 제유름이 왜인자 그 롱제제 차대라 롱제제 덴버도 지메 덴지 차가 여러다 유젠름이 그거다
loss.
다 젠지디 제율미 거다. 반은이로 그래. 젠지 똑베 젠지름이 젠지기 제율미 당분간도 롱주지라도 말라버체 때말로는 콘서 페이지 세부 차서를 로상라. 젠지 똑베 젠지름이 젠지기 제율미 두스레스다.
So everybody, we need to kind of decode that term, Tibetan term, Zin Tokpa. That means substantial, okay, a substantial existence. That means substantial existence. And Zin means grasping at substantial existence. And then the third term, Zanjin Tokpa, conception of true existence, the conception of true existence, which focuses on grasping. It focuses conception of true existence. It focuses on the grasping of substantial existence. In other words, Geshe says, so conception of true existence, it focuses on grasping. And what does grasping focus its attention on? It focuses its attention on substantiality or substantial existence. So I hope you get the idea.
레드딩 알아서 왜 말씀을 하시죠? 알아서 길 짐바디 빼만 왜요?
It's just that we are not able to identify, but we have got a lot of them. We have got a lot of these. Zimba means grasping.
어디 두스라면서 먼저 베나 탭딜라 따요니 네 쉐바디 탭을 따서마.
So when I look at the book, my mind, when I look at this, when I see the book, when I look at the book, my consciousness observes the book.
어디 잡들 진대기 쉐바디야 아니 탭라 타고 따봐 보러 오지라. 따봐 다 롱조 보러 오지라고. 롱조바 보거나 아니 간라 때문에 아니 춥된 교지 지운데 텐데 짐바디 아니 탭라 미기요 말다. 탭 짐바 쉐바들 미기요. 땡안줄라 요르다. 안줄 칸데다디.
Please.
안줄 탭라 미기요라.
No.
탭로 왜 쉐워져요 아래 먼저
No,
쉐워져요
Shevajon, tell me with
탭진배
Shevajon.
쉐워져요 다 탭진배
Tell
쉐워라
Zimbe Shevajon.
탭진배 쉐워디 니수수 먼저 이지 제운데 칸라 되메기 아니 탭진배 쉐워지 두버 징기요래 그래서
No,
탭진배 진바디 탭진배 쉐워 뎀버도 진배 딘지리다 돈다 도도로 코디오시나 탭진배 쉐워디 뎀버도 진배 딘지 탭진배 쉐워 뎀버도 진배 딘지디 탭진배 진바들라 미기오르 메시지 탭로 미기오 말바 딘지디 that's every chance
long. So let me give an example. Once more, repeating the okay. Geshe says, when I look at a book, so my consciousness, my eye consciousness, is observing the book, and so my eye consciousness is observing the book, and eye consciousness, but in our heart of hearts, eye consciousness, the awareness, observing the book, is considered truly existent. Okay, so Geshe says, eye consciousness grasping, observing the book is believed in our heart of hearts to be truly existent. And that, okay, the belief of true existence is called conception. Conception of true existence, of grasping, the conception of true existence of eye consciousness grasping the book, observing the book. So here, conception of true existence doesn't focus on the book. It focuses on the perceiver, the observer of the book. The observer of the book is the mind or the eye consciousness. So this set of afflictions, these conceptions consider awareness, the user of the book, as truly existent.
아야 다디 대세 자는 배 항상에도 능버 봐 배미시 다디 대세 잡아난시 이는 가는서 곰게 삼당기나 아니 먼저라 따다한테 따다 열다 배전에 세워난시 따다따다 열 뒤답에는 게 갈자라 간들질 따요인데 따니 코라 간들지도 걸린 제인데 가나 되메기 때문에 지인데 배 유디라마도 유진 코란 때문에 진이 샤도고도 다데 ngana ta di gom jamna du gom ja hora ba de gom jamna ane ti yawa de che yung do yawa che yung ro
So this this presentation in Buddhism of the idea of true existence of subject and object is quite detailed, and when we meditate on how we consider objects to be or subjects to be, we in our heart of hearts, we in our heart of hearts, objects and subjects appear to be truly existent, not dependent on anything. For example, when the eye consciousness mind observes the book, the observer is the mind, but the observer itself is believed to be or to be independent, therefore truly existent. Okay, So there are kind of different layers of minds involved when a cognition takes place, and what part of the cognition is considered truly existent. So when we meditate, things will become apparent. Things will become apparent to us how we consider our mind to be. The mind is at work observing things, but the mind itself, it has another agent, as it were, and that is conception of true existence, looking at the mind to be truly existent, the mind which is looking at the book.
다 먼저 딩듀기 법에서 깨다 전부도 뒤 시작하고 지기도 따봐 보더라. 같이 지기가 되는 이제 따봐 보시면도 되제 녀도 저거도 하고서 같이 때 그래서 법에서도 이슈 토그라 법에서게 따봐 보시면도 되로 지기더라. 아.
So many modern professors who are adept professionals at work observing phenomena from micro to the nano micro, from the super micro phenomena to the nano micro phenomena. They can observe. They use their intellect, which is their mind, to probe, and they make lots of observations how things exist at such a microscopic level and so on. But there's no check on the intellect itself of the professors observing such difficult, complicated particles and so on. Lastly.
So
this is called Zenzin Tokpa. Zenzin Tokpa.
Zenzi dogwe zenzi lemik, zenzi gi zeyo lemik, tishin zonga. Ta dila ta guyorwa, chungu ding chenpo. Chungu la sum, ding la sum, chenpo la sum, gu du sire da.
So this is called, please, it will be useful to remember the Tibetan term. Then the third nine, knowledge obscuration, knowledge obstruction on the part of seeing, there is called Zenzin Tokpa. There is substantial existence. Zin means the observer, okay, the grasper, observer. Zin. Tokpa means conception of true existence. So Tokpa means idea, conception, or concept. So I heard people. Anyway, there are now how many kinds of conception of true existence that grasp the observer, that grasp the how many conceptions of true existence grasping at the observer to be truly existence? There are 9. What are the 9? First, big, small, and big, middle, and small. BMS.
BMS.
BMS. BMS, and the first one is big of the big.
Tamare, BMBC sejo.
No, BB, middle A, MB, SB.
Yeah.
SB, conception of true existence. of observer of substance, observer of substantial existence. Now let's move to the second category. M, middle graspings. Sorry, middle conceptions, observing, observing, sorry, middle conceptions of true existence, of observers of substance or substantial existence. So there are B, big of the middle, MM and MS, SM, same as before, small. So there are again 3 layers or 3 degrees of a middle conception of true existence, observer of substantial existence. That's a good one. And then the third one is small, and big of the small, BS, and middle of the small, MS, and S of the S, small. So, okay, so there are 3 Tokpa means conception of TE, of observer of substantial existence. Lost Kishira, that would choose. That
다드네 단지 독버세도
long. That is Shivadirver.
다 쉬거든. 다
So,
다유 당부 다유세도 무슨 거라고 저 당부 다유세 유디.
so now please, let's talk about the next 4. The last 4 are called Tharchin Tokpa. Tharchin Tokpa. And okay, there again, to do the translation, TE, conception of TE, okay, conception of TE, of observer of imputed existence, takye, not substantial. So now, Geshe, let's talk about what is imputed existence.
너 뭐티와이세. 그다.
Sorry, can I just have a clarification?
Sure.
The last 9 points, the 9 conceptions of observer that grasps with true existence or substantial existence because before you said.
Sorry, I'm sorry. You are right. 9 conceptions of true existence.
Observer.
True existence of observers. Okay, observers or subject or observers of substantial existence.
So we had true existence and substantial existence in there.
Well, they think substantial existence is truly
truly.
Okay.
And what was?
They think that true existence is substantial existent. Okay, true existence of substantial existence. Yeah.
No, what do you question or what do you put what are you doing?
Well, it was not, sometimes we were talking about true existence and sometimes we were talking about substantial existence. And I wasn't quite sure whether it was true existence or substantial existence.
Can I repeat better? Okay, it goes like this. Yeah. It goes like this. Conception of true existence, okay, of observer. That means, okay, Zimba means, okay, conception of true existence of observer of substantial existence. That was the third group.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
No, thank you. Thank you for asking, because it's really it spins my head.
Mine too. Yeah.
the Tayo the Dunda Jima Shana Yasser Da.
Maybe we will talk about Dayu, Danjin Tokpa. See, this is the very complicated area. It's all to do with the true existence, okay? True existence. The third one, okay. Geshe says we will deal with the last set of the last set of 9 conception of true existence of grasping or observer, okay, observer of imputed existence.
Oh, that Tayo the Dunda Jima Lago.
So,
they have gonna do that Jima and get on the 2 tissues, Tanasama.
So could you please go over your notes, think about these really complicated 108, okay, 108 obstructions to knowledge of on the part of seeing, and the first 9 were okay, grasping, okay, true existence, okay, conception of true existence, observing, sorry, conception of true existence of observer of object, okay, observer of object. And the next one was conception of true existence of observer of substantial existence, sorry, of subject, where subject is where the subject is believed to be the you. No. Go any shepherd me
Usually,
okay.
Somebody was this trouble.
So let's recap. That is then okay. There are 9 of conception of true existence. Conception of true existence of observer of objects, phenomena. There are 9. Secondly, there are 9 Tokpa means conception. And the conception is not just mere conception. Conception of true existence, conception of true existence of observer of subject, observer of subject, observer of the subject. For example, believing mental eye consciousness to be truly existent. And then the third and fourth are somewhat more complicated than the first 2. And okay, conception of true existence of observer of substantial existence. And the last one will be conception of true existence of observer of imputed existence. So if we can, thank you. Just said so don't worry too much about it. Geshe says, I will go over them next week.
Oh yeah, that is sure.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it says in our text here that the form and formless realms have similar reasoning. The form and formless realms have similar reasoning to what we've just been discussing about the desire realm. So how would a formless person in an absorption have a conception of true existence of object? I mean, I can see that they might have some conception about the subject because that's the one who's doing the meditating, but the object in the formless realm, how would that work?
Geshe ane chege ta debe kam ta su kam la raba ane ka sore ta tokpa sundo yo raba yu le mikbe ta tokpa yo raba geshe la kaso deje kondo geshe la sumo raba yu le mikbe la tokpa sundo mamba chukpa sundo raba tangpa geshe la kanje ta tokpa sundo kan sore debe kam ta ane sugla ane chege ta ka sore tokpa sundo ane kata yu le mikbe tete yo re se wala ane
Sumila?
ine ane di sugmi kam le ane yu yo maraba ka sore object yo maraba sundo object
Sumila la sugya wama yude midawa yore dungewa midawa dungewa mala midawa yore ane duje yore ngobo yore shewa yore da shewa mala da yu yoro kansan yore kansan di shewa mara yu yore
so in the formless realm there are no material form or matter, but there are objects. Object, for example, impermanence is an object of consideration, and then there is a person. Person is an object, and a person,
and
there's a time,
space,
and permanence, and whatnot. So there are objects.
What not?
What not, Geshe?
What not? Yeah.
What not? Then deal with that. So there are objects, but there is no form in the formless realm.
What not?
Thank you, Losang. Thank you.
What not? Okay. Not true. What not? Okay.
What not? And what not? And Dilla Saga Shina Yoris Gore. Dilla Saga Shinta Tia Yoris, what not?
They said this is your language. I don't know. The Losang Dawa from Dunedin's language. This comes from Dunedin. Other is Losang Dawa, Mister.
Is it all right? Do we say what not?
I'm joking. So on.
Yeah, get you so on. So on.
Okay, Srovia now.
Page 31, short mandala. Saji Popi Choche May Tok Tram Rera Blink Jane Dagan Party Sange Jing Do Mikte Ogi Drokon Nam Daching La Chopash Jetson Lama Kunze Rab Deng Jing Nam Katrin Lake Chokyo Kia Padang Losang Tempe Dro Me Sa Sumgi Dro Wei Mapsal Tap Tune Guji Iram Ratna Mandala Kamnayatayame. Due to the merit of these virtuous actions, may I quickly attain the state of a Guru Buddha and lead all living beings without exception into that enlightened state. May the supreme jewel bodhicitta that has not arisen arise and grow, and may that which has arisen not diminish but increase more and more. Whatever slight positive potential I may have created by paying homage, offering, and acknowledging my faults, rejoicing and questing that the Buddhas stay and teach, dedicate all this to full awakening. I dedicate all these roots of virtue with a dedication praised as the best by the victorious ones thus gone of the 3 times, so that I might perform the noble body suffrage deeds. May the King of Dharma, Sanghapa's way of Dharma, practice and flourish. May the omens of obstacles be pacified and all conducive circumstances be complete. The wish-granting, wish-fulfilling jewel, source of every single benefit and happiness in this world, to the incomparably kind Tenzin Gyatso I beseech. May all your holy wishes be spontaneously fulfilled. Savior of the snowland teachings and transmigratory beings, who makes extremely clear the path to the unification of emptiness and compassion. To the lotus holder Tenzin Gyatso I beseech. May all your holy wishes be spontaneously fulfilled. You who uphold the subdued moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjana's victorious doctrine. Fully accomplish magnificent prayers honoring the 3 jewels. Savior of myself and others, your disciples, please swiftly return. By relying on the 2 accumulations of myself and others in the 3 times, may the teachings of the conqueror Losang Drugpa blaze for a long time. And the swift return prayer, all numbers open. Peerless teacher, assembly of the children of the victorious ones, Shravakas and Pratika Buddhas, victorious Losang, father and sons, along with the lineage masters, all the objects of refuge of infinite lands, please bestow the virtue and goodness of accomplishing this prayer here and now. Holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings through explanation and practice, you wore the armor of patience that is never discouraged. Incomparable venerable Guru, to you I make requests. While striving single-pointedly for the sake of the victorious one's teachings, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge, and for all mother living beings, you suddenly departed to peace. What a great loss. Nevertheless, through the undeceiving truth of the blessings of the ocean of the 3 jewels, and the great waves of bodhicitta of the children of the victorious ones, may the smile of a reincarnation swiftly beam in glory for fortunate disciples.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Thank you, Losang.
You're welcome, everyone. Thank you.
Jang Nango, Sinja Nango.
Lots Geshe, thank you.